Hi there! In this video I'm going to show you how to make this bracelet. It's really pretty with its fall shades. We have a mixture of metals and some bright sparkly faceted beads. So to make this bracelet, for your bracelet base you'll need some beads. And what I have here are these 7mm faceted glass beads from House of Gems. And then you'll need some beads for your dangles. I'm using these 8 ceramic beads, also from House of Gems, and also 8 4.5mm square spacer copper beads. And then I'm using 8 of these brass ball head pins. All of these are from House of Gems. To finish your bracelet, you'll need some bead stringing wire. You'll need 2 each wire protectors, crimps, and crimp covers, and you'll need a clasp and a bit of chain just to make your bracelet adjustable. So the first thing you'll need to do is measure out enough beads for the length of your bracelet less 1 inch, because the clasp will take up about an inch. So I've determined I'm going to use 21 of these beads. The next thing you'll need to do is make your dangles. And I'm going for kind of earthy fall tones here, which is why I'm mixing the brass and the copper and the brown and the yellow. To make your dangles, you want to slide your spacer onto a head pin and then slide on your bead. Trim your wire to about 3/8 of an inch beyond bead. And that's the nice thing about these short little head pins, is that you're not going to waste a lot of wire. And then grasp that wire with your round nose pliers and give a twist. Bend that loop back so it's centered over the bead, and make sure it's closed nice and securely. And repeat for all of your bead dangles. So now you can see I have my bead dangles all made. I've attached one bead dangle to the end of my piece of chain, and I've spaced the others out between every 3 of my beads. And now we can cut a piece of stringing wire about 10 inches long and finish one end by sliding on a crimp, a wire protector, and then I'm going to go through the loop of my clasp and back through the crimp. Go ahead and close up the ends of that wire protector, and then use your crimping pliers to flatten that crimp. First you place it in the U-shaped section furthest from the tips and squeeze. And then you place it sideways in the section closest to the tip and squeeze, and that will flatten the crimp. And as always, give it a tug, make sure it's holding before you trim that excess wire. And then use your crimping pliers to pick up a crimp cover and put it over that crimp and squeeze to close it around the crimp. And now it looks like you have a little bead there. And now you can start stringing on your beads. So whatever pattern you decide is going to be based on the size of the beads that you have and the number of dangles that you want. But my pattern is 3 beads and then a dangle. And you just slide the wire through the loop of your dangle. And continue until all of your beads are strung. And now all of my beads are strung on the bracelet, and we just need to finish the other end. And we'll do that the same way we did the first end, sending the wire through a crimp, a wire protector. On this side we'll add the other end of our length of chain, and then the wire goes back through the crimp. Pull it up nearly snug and flatten that crimp as before, adding the crimp cover. And there you have it, a really sweet bracelet with just a few simple supplies. You could thoroughly change the look of this project by adding more dangles. Add one between every bead, or even add a couple between every bead, and get a really lush, full look. Change up the colors for the seasons and the mood, and you have a great project. Happy creating!